Hey all, good evening. We'll be starting in few minutes. So good evening all. Am I audible? So thank you for joining us today. A warm welcome to each and everyone who joined this Python Quick Learn program. So myself, Sheila from AllPro Trainings is presenting this Quick Learn program to you today. So before we get into this session, I'm just sharing a video of about AllPro trainings. Kindly watch it.
Good evening, everyone. I'm your trainer, and today we are going to see about.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, just first we will be having an introduction session. After that, you can.
Okay. I'll mute myself.
Okay. So thanks for watching. So telling about AllPro trainings, we provide all kinds of training, especially in IT technologies, electrical and electronics and soft skill courses. So we have trained more than 10,000 students all over the world. We have students from various cities in India, as well as students from Australia, Dubai, UK, and US, and so on. So all of our students are placed in MNCs with excellent packages. So we provide 3 types of trainings. First one is the Quick Learn program. It's a master class you are attending now. And second one is the flash course, a workshop, which will be conducted for 10 hours. Then we will provide full course, which will come for more than 30 hours. So now we are going to see about the webinar agenda. So first is the participants introduction. It will be for 10 minutes. And then the webinar content is for 45 minutes. So after the webinar, so if you have any queries, you can ask the trainer directly. It will be for 20 minutes. And then the APT students guide will be explained. So we'll be explaining how we are providing training to our students, how we are getting them placed in the MNCs. And followed by that, we'll be explaining about the APT offers, course offers, which will be available exclusively only for those who have attending the masterclass today. And the last 5 minutes, it will be a queries and feedback session. So after the offer session, for the participants who joined the masterclass today, so we will be sharing the feedback link at the end of this session. So once you fill the feedback form, you will be receiving your e-certificate in the mail ID, which you mentioned in the feedback form link. So please attend the webinar fully. Feedback form link will be shared at the end of the session. Those who fill the feedback form will receive the e-certificates in the mentioned mail ID. So now students, you can introduce yourself in the chat box. So it will be easy for the trainer for the better understanding. So please introduce about yourself, whether you are a student or working professional. Please mention your name and mention whether you are a student or working professional. Hi, Roshan, student. Hi, Litika, fresher. Hi, Chanchal. Hi, Azim. Hi, Ria. Hi, Azim. So, Aditya, Tarun, Sasikumar, Rakesh, please mention whether you are a student or working professional. Hi, hi, Anit. Hi, Aditya Kumar. Hi, Parik. Hi, Krishnan. Hi, Sriram. Hi, Satya. So most of them are students and freshers. Hi. Hi, Zad Gazi. Hi, Yashwant. Hi, Akanshka. Good evening. Hi, Vaibhav. Hi, Lamadi. Hi, Ramasamy. So welcome you all to this Python Quick Learn program. So most of them are students and freshers. And good evening all. So today we have our Python trainer, Ms. Sandhya, is having vast experience in Python. And she is already trained many students from our institute. So welcome, ma'am. We are glad to have you here today. You can proceed now.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening, all, first of all. And so I think most of you are students, and some of you are non-IT people. I mean, non-computer science people. Some of you are major in computer science. Okay, I'm glad to see those peoples for this webinar. And yes, let me share my screen first of all. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. Yes, so today we are going to see about not about the course. We cannot see in the webinar the full course of Python. Now, what I'm going to do means I'm going to create some interest on you to learn Python. That is, I'm going to give some thirst of Python. Okay, so before that, let me know that what is Python. Right, this is my agenda for today. So first we will talk about Python and in which field it is popular. And next we will see some of the interesting modules in Python. And next I will show a simple and interesting code for you. And next will be query session only. Okay. Okay, so I think you may hear about Python, right? So only you are here and I am here to teach you, right? Yes. So what is Python? Most of you learned this. It is a language, right? Yes, it is a language, but it is not like what we are speaking, right? It is a high-level programming language. Yes, before that, it is created by one person, that is Guido van Rossum. And yeah, next is it is a high-level programming language. Next, when we will come across this word in many places, right? It is a high-level programming language, high-level programming language. Not only Python, most of the languages is high-level programming language. Yes, most of you have a question. What is this high-level programming language, right? Yes, we speak more number of languages in throughout the world, right? In India, we will speak multiple languages, and throughout the world, we will speak more than 50, 60 languages, right? Yes. Through that, we will share our thoughts and ideas, right? So only one person can understand others' ideas and we can reply. Then, likewise, how the computer will respond to us? It will not know any particular language, right? Yes, what language it knows actually? It knows only zeros and ones, right? See, here I have a simple differentiation of a low-level language and high-level language. So, first of all, we have to discuss why this high-level language came, right? Before this, only low-level language is there. That is very friendly to the computer, but not friendly to the human. We cannot see in the left side. You can go through these lines. Here, it is given like some memory addresses, some mnemonics are there, some comment are there, right? It is a simple program to add two numbers, okay? But the numbers, I mean, number of lines, it is having about 10 or 12 lines is there. And when we go through that lines, you cannot understand what is going on in these lines, right? So that is the problem. This is not familiar for the human, but it is very good to interact with the computer. Yes, if any language should be popular means it should be convenient for both the people, right? Whoever talking, that should be convenient for him, and whoever listening, for him also it should be convenient, right? So they are switching this to high-level programming language. Yes, in the low-level language, they are directly speaking with the registers and memory. Okay, we should load the numbers in memory directly, and we should access the numbers from the registers directly. So we should know a lot of comments first of all, and we should know whether that memory is empty or not, and then we can proceed. Okay, there are so many complications in the low-level languages. So they are switching this to high-level programming language. So yes, in the right side, when we go through the right side of this slide, you can easily read, right? That is A is of value 34, B is of value 57. And in the next line, I'm just adding this A and B, and that result is printed. Okay, anyone can read these lines and they can understand. That is the main thing. Okay, so the language is simplified to some other next level. That is high level programming language. It is, yes, now it is very easy for the human to read and write, right? And the next question is how the computer will understand this language, right? So we have simplified some language to our convenient. But what I have told you that any language should be convenient for both sides, right? Yes. For this, they have designed one more thing. That is in the next line we can go through like this. It just works under interpreter. Yes, what's this interpreter will do? We are knowing some high level language, but the machine will know only the low level language, that is zeros and ones. Yes, the work of this interpreter is to translate our high level programming language into machine level language. Okay, this is the working, and so this is the working of the interpreter. So here, the interpreter is much more user. It is having compiler first of all. So I'm just explaining this picture first of all, and I will explain each and everything one by one. Okay. Yes, it is having compiler, and it is generating some bytecode. Yes, in the compiler, what is fed into the compiler is our Python code will be fed into the compiler. Okay, just like a program is given to the compiler, and that compiler will convert that code into bytecode. Okay, that is in the first two boxes. And next, what this bytecode will be done means there will be some virtual machine. That virtual machine will generate the output. Okay, and that virtual machine, what this virtual machine will do means it will do some work with correlating some modules, and whatever the client will give the input, that will get together, they will give the output. Okay, so yes, so yes, in the Python, the interpreter is called C Python. Okay, the interpreter name is C Python, and it is written in the C language. Okay, so basically, what the compiler will do, inside the interpreter there is a compiler, right? Then what the compiler will do? A single line for compiler means, I mean, by defining a compiler, how it works means a compiler will translate one programming language into some other language. Okay, so here what this compiler is doing means here it is converting this Python language into bytecode. Okay, this bytecode, and this Python code is nothing but we are typing some statements like here a equals a plus b is here, right? So this is something in the Python language. This will be stored in the format of some file name .py, okay, with extension .py. That is Python language, okay, and that file is converted into bytecode. Okay, that file, the bytecode file will be of the extension PYC. Okay, and that PYC is once if we have PYC file, then we can run that file in any other computer. Okay, that will work. So you can write once and you can run that anywhere. Okay? Yes, that is the concept of the virtual machine. A virtual machine, what this virtual machine will do means, if you are using OS like Windows, it will generate the machine code based upon Windows. If you are using some Linux or Mac, then the machine code will be generated based upon your operating system. So whenever you are having bytecode as your as your program, and we can run it at any system. Okay, not only in the particular operating system, we can run it with different operating system also. Okay, that is the virtual machines work. Yes, here there are something is there, library modules. So it is nothing but there are so many built-in modules written in Python. Okay, that is nothing but there are so many functions written by the developer, and that is we can use that modules to simplify our program. Okay, and the inputs is nothing but if I'm trying to add two numbers, then I should give some numbers as input, right? That is the inputs. Okay, For example, I'm telling like that. Okay, that will combine together will give us some output for our program. Okay, is it clear? The working of Python interpreter is clear for everyone. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, let me proceed with the next slide. Yes, so yes, the next line is we have gone through these three lines. The next is about OSS. What is this OSS? It is open source software. Okay, open source software. I think most of you have not heard this word before, and some of you in the computer science field may hear this word, open source software, right? Yes, the first meaning under this OSS is nothing but it is free to access. And the next is about it is we can see, modify, and that is what is the basic line behind this is it is designed by a single person, that is uh, Guido van Rossum. Okay, Python is created by one single person, but it is given as distributed. Okay, we can download as free, and we can modify Python, and we can develop Python. That is OSS. Okay, how we can develop? Okay, so that is the next question, right? So we can everyone cannot develop. I mean, they are having some communities. We should be a part of community to develop Python. Okay, that is nothing but you may hear the word GitHub, right? There are so many repositories created in GitHub, and for Python also there are so many repositories for specific field, data science, and also for machine learning, and artificial intelligence, and for normal Python programming also there are so many repositories out there, and some of the communities is like PySlackers and PyDiscord. PyDiscord is specifically for the Python programming, and where we can use the what they will do means they will allow you to code by yourself to develop Python software. If I'm much more familiar about Python, then I can give suggestion to them. Through that suggestion, they will develop their version. Okay, so this is the concept like not developing by a single person, by a group. They are developing a language. If you are giving some software to a single person to develop to the next level, that takes so much of time and so much of work done. And but we are giving it to a community, a group of person, then that will reduce the time, and you may get so many ideas from them, and you can develop your software in a very great way, right? That is the idea behind this OS. Okay, so it is given as open source software. Yes, the next is about definition of Python. Yes, how we can define Python. So altogether, if you read all the lines, you will get the definition of Python, but I'm not going to read all the lines altogether. I'm going to read single line by line, and I'm going to explain each and everything. Okay, so first thing is dynamically typed. Okay, what is dynamically typed? You may hear like most of the languages will have data types. Data types is nothing but before that, I will show what is Python first of all. So I'm having two softwares. One is Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so Jupyter Notebook, and one is Visual Code. This is Visual Code. So first we will learn Python in Jupyter Notebook, and next at the last we will do some programming in Visual Coding. Okay, so these are IDEs. IDE is nothing but integrated development environment. That is like it will have all the editors and softwares all together in a single place, and we can easily write something here, and we can run in the single place itself. Or else, if you are not having any IDEs, then you should have some editor separately, and you should run at separate console. Okay, so that is the help of IDE. We can develop our software in a very quick and it is very easy to debug also. Okay, some of the IDs will help you to write with some clear syntax. Okay, right. So this is the Python page. I mean, I'm going to write a very simple Python code first of all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to print a single line. Okay. First of all, I'm welcoming you all to the Python. Welcome to Python. Okay. So yes, I have written something here. This print, what this print will do means it just print whatever I have written inside this double quotes that will be printed for the client to see or the customer to see. Here we are the client and we are the customer. So if I run this code, then that will be printed as the same. Okay, and so yes, we have developed a simple Python program. Yes, we can code. Yeah, we have developed within a fraction of a second. We just wrote something in Python, right? So that is the magic of Python. If you are having some other, if you are learning some other high-level programming language, then we need to know at least 3-4 lines to print something. Okay, like this, like printing welcome to Python or welcome to some other thing. In some other programming languages, we need at least 3-4 lines of syntax to print. But it is very simple for the beginners also. Just like English, we just learn, it is just print. That's it, right? Yes, we have printed. Okay. Yes, the next is about, yes, we can add 2 numbers. Okay. So for adding 2 numbers, we need at least 2 numbers, right? Yes, I may have 45 and 678 as my number. Yes, in normal mathematics, how you will add? You will add like 45 plus 678, right? Write the slide. Okay. Now, in programming languages, we cannot add like this. 40, I mean, like 45 plus 678. For this, we need some variables. Okay. So variable means nothing but it having some names to that value. That is variable. Okay. So if I'm having some name for these variables, then I don't need these 45 plus 678. Instead, I can directly write like this, A plus B. Okay, so yes, I have added 2 numbers. Yes, the result will be in which place it is added, and I don't know where it will be stored, right? So for that, I am having some one more variable, and I'm using some equals operator to store this value. Okay, so now what it will do means this 45 and 678 altogether will be added, and that will be stored in the variable C. This A, B, C are called variables. Okay, now if I am printing this C, then I will get the result of 45 and 678. Okay, so this is a very basic program to print and to add 2 numbers. Okay, next is actually why we came here. We just want to know what is dynamically typed, right? Yes, that is if I'm using this variable A as integer. Integer is nothing but numbers. Okay, if you are computer science students, then you can you know what is integer, right? For non-computer science students, uh, no, it's not complicated, right? So it is integer is nothing but it is a whole numbers. Okay, numbers. And there are so many data types in every languages. And next is maybe float. Float is nothing but decimal numbers, decimal, and string is characters or words or lines, anything else. Okay, now it is okay to learn just at least 3 data types. Okay, these are data types and these are variables. Okay, I think it's clear for you. Okay, let me proceed. Now, what is given here? It is dynamically typed. Okay, so the point is dynamically typed. Yes, in other languages, we should mention this, what this variable is. If I'm using the Spotify, then I should mention like this. It is an integer. Like that, I have to give. But in Python, there is no need to worry about this data type. So only it is called dynamic. Okay, dynamic is nothing but it is runtime. Okay, during execution, it will take which is the the type of A. Okay, now if I'm giving like A equals high, okay, I'm deleting all these things because I cannot add string and integer. Okay, let me uh, print this A. Now the A is changed to a string. Okay, so in the first line, I am giving A as integer, but in the third line, I am changing that integer into a string. Yes, it is modified, but in other languages, it is not possible. Okay, so that is dynamically typed. Yes, you can check the type of the data A also using the type. There is one method called type. Using that, we can check what is the data type of this variable. So here it is telling it is a string. Okay. So if I am printing this type here, print type as A. Now it will show you it is an integer. Okay. I think you can understand. Here it is integer. Okay. After that, I have changed that integer into a string. Now, if I am checking that type of A is it is displaying as string. Okay, so this is called dynamically typed. And one more thing is there, one more term is there, that is strongly typed. Strongly typed is nothing but it will have some restrictions, like we cannot add a number and a string altogether. Okay, now before this we have added two numbers and we got the result, right? If I am trying to add A and B, then let's see whether it is possible or not. Okay, now I'm printing this C here, and yes, I'm running my coding. Yes, it is telling. Yes, I can't do this addition because one is of type integer and one is of type string. So I can't do. That is called strongly typed. It is having some restriction, like we can add numbers altogether, we can add strings altogether, but we cannot combine these two string and integers, and we cannot get the result. Okay, that is the baseline of this coding. Okay, right. Yes, so next is, yes, it is having garbage collector. Garbage collector is nothing but, yes, before that, I'll tell you one more thing. Yes, where this 45 will be stored. Normally, if you are doing some mathematical calculation, you will write something in your notebook with your pen or pencil, right? Yeah, that is in the notebook. But if I'm typing the 45 here and I'm using this for some calculation, then how it is getting this value for this name? Okay, that will be some question, right? Yes, it will be from the memory. Yes, how it will be stored in the memory. For giving, yeah, before that, every variable is considered as an object in Python. Okay, in other languages, everything is not an object. Here, everything is an object. Okay, so we will discuss what is an object in the next topic. Okay, yes, here, if I am giving A as 45, right? Yes, so let me delete all these things. Okay, now A is 45 and I'm giving B as 45. Okay, and I want to, okay, before that, let us check where this A is stored. Print ID of A. So this ID will give you the address of A, where this A is stored. Okay, that is given by this ID. Okay, let's check. Yes, it is giving a very big number from the memory. In this address, this value is stored. Okay, so what is this A? A is nothing but the name to this address, not this value, only to this address. Okay, not to this value. Okay, now I'm giving some B as same 45. Okay, now I'm checking this address of B. See, notice here, these two addresses are the same. So this is sharing the memory. Okay, if you are giving same values, then it will not allocate a separate memory allocation. separate memory place to that variable, it will share the same location. Okay, so only I have told you that it will not given a to the value, it is given to that address. The name is given to the address, not to the value. Okay, so if I am changing this value to some other value, okay, now if we check, okay, now you notice here the address is changed. You got it, right? What I am trying to say is, in a same place, one value, the same value will be shared by different names. Okay, that is called sharing of memory. Okay, that is, we can simply say it as giving some reference name to the same memory location. Okay, this, for this memory location, we are giving some different reference, like A, B, and C. That is of that reference all together having the same values 45. If they are having different values, then they will be allocated in different memory locations. Okay. Yes, the next is garbage collector, right? Yes, in Python, garbage collection will be done by Python itself by automatically. Before that, what is garbage collection? Yeah, we have discussed how memory will be allocated for each and every data type, variables in the program we have done, right? For that, after the completion of each and every program or each and every module, we have to clean up the memory, or else what will happen means, yes, take for example, if you are having some project running in your memory, okay, in the mid of the project, you need to load some other small project or some other small modules into the memory, then we need some memory space to load that program or project in your memory, right? Or else if it is fully occupied, then the project will stop in the mid of the execution itself, correct? So each and every moment the garbage should be maintained, the memory should be maintained. We cannot have unused memory spaces for a long time. If you are having some A and B, but we are not using that one. We are having some A of 0 value, and we are not using this for too many uh, too longer, it is remains the same, then what is the use of this A, right? Then we can delete this one, right? Or else it will occupy some memory space, right? Here the each and every variable will occupy some memory space, right? Here it is a single variable. If you are having some array means it will have so much of memory. If you are having some array or list of 10 numbers, then it will occupy at least 10 memory spaces, right? That will be wasted. If I'm telling about a very small program, if you are running a project, then a list may be of very big. It will have, say, 100 to 1,000 values. Then it will need at least 1,000 memory spaces. Then if you are using that memory spaces, that is okay. If you are not using and you are simply allocating that, then it is not a good way, right? So we should clean up your memory at each and every moment to occupy that, to utilize that memory space with some other good work. Okay. For that, we need some garbage collection that is automatically done by the Python. So we don't need to worry about this one. Okay, how this, I will tell you one or two points about the garbage collection. Okay, how it will do the garbage collection. It will have some reference count. We have discussed like A is having 45 as value and B is having 45 as the same value. Then here the reference count of this value will be 1 or 2 or 3, like that it will be there. Okay. For each and every value, there will be some reference count. If the reference count comes to some limit value of 1 or 2, then at that moment, that variable will be deleted. Okay. After the completion of the program, the variable will be deleted, not in the mid. If we are using it for some other purpose, then we need the value, right? So we cannot delete in between the execution of the program. And then when it will be deleted means after the execution of the program, it will be deleted, and each and every moment it will check for the memory is occupied by unused variables or some other thing. If it is not used for too long time, then it will be deleted. Okay, so okay, no need to worry about these things. It will be done by the Python itself. Yes. Okay. The next is very popular. Yeah, you are no like Python is very popular, so only you are coming here to learn Python, right? Yes, each and every company now recruiting Python programmers. Okay. Yes, the next is about general purpose. General purpose is nothing but we can write Python programs for some web development, for web applications, or some school projects, or some general purpose means like normal arithmetic calculations, like what we have done now also. C equals A plus B. Everything is possible using this Python. We can do with high extent or with very low extent. We can write programs. That is general purpose. Okay. And interpreter. Yes, interpreter. We have discussed how language is converted into bytecode, and bytecode will be converted into the output. I mean answer for the program. Right. Yes. And the next is interactive. Yes, interactive is something interesting. Okay, let me tell you how it will be. So I'm opening my command prompt. Command. Yes. And I'm typing py. Okay. Before this command, you should install Python in your system, and then you can give this command py. If you are using Windows, you can give py, or else Linux or Mac, you can give like Python, the whole name Python. Okay. Yes. Now the mode is changed to interactive. Okay. Interactive is nothing but we can directly talk to the interpreter. Okay. Uh, and if I am typing print, okay, hello interpreter. Okay, so if I once I type the enter, then that one line will be executed. Okay, here, I'm just typing like hello interpreter. We can code here also. Okay, like the same. A is having some value of 23, and B will have some value of okay, the same number 57, and we can add this A and B, and we can print here itself. Okay, so it will display the answer. I mean, it will display whatever you are asking. It will display the answer for you. That is interactive. Okay, and what is that other mode? This is interactive mode, and whatever typing we are using in the IDE, that is scripting mode. Okay, so very simple code. If you are running means we can directly use this interactive mode. And if you are writing some other project or some other big program, we can go for the scripting. Okay. Yes. So next is object oriented. Yes. So this is the topic we are going to discuss in deep. Okay. So object oriented. What is this object oriented? Generally, object oriented means having some topics. If the topics are satisfied by that language, then that language is called object oriented programming language. Okay, so here what are all the OOPS concepts that are mentioned in the red color? Okay, these are all OOPS concepts: class and object, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, data abstraction. These topics are coming under the OOPS concept. If the language satisfying these topics, then that language is called object-oriented programming language. Okay, so the first thing is about class and object. And the question is, what is this class? What is this object? Okay, let us see one by one. Okay, so what is this class means? Yes, I am typing something here. So class, we have to give the keyword class. Keywords means some of the words we should not change. We cannot change, that is given by the developers to indicate what it is. Okay, so indicate it is a class. We should use the keyword class. Okay. Yes, I can give some name to my class. Whatever name I like, I can give. Okay, I am giving ball as my class name. Yes, before that I'll show how the class will be. See, this is a class ball. Okay, and the ball, under the ball class, what I can keep in the ball? There may be some attributes and that may be some methods. Okay, the attributes are nothing but what are the properties of the ball will be considered as the attributes. Okay, and the behavior of the ball will be considered as the methods. Okay, so what are all the attributes of the ball? What may be the attributes? This is my assumption. You can give whatever you like. Okay, so here I have given some color and diameter and price for the ball as attributes. Okay, these are all the properties of the ball. It may have some color. It will have some diameter to specify the size of the ball, and it will have some price tag. Yes, so only we can purchase, right? Yes. The next thing is behavior. What are, what are all the behavior of the ball? It will roll, it will bounce, right? So any action done by the ball will be the behavior and the methods. Technically, we should tell it is an attribute, and we should mention here as attributes and methods. Okay, methods will have this open and close parenthesis. Attributes will not have anything. This is nothing but like whatever we have used, like a is equals 45. That is, these are all attributes. Okay, that is like simply we can say variables. Okay, yes. And next is about object. What are all the objects? This color, green and blue and yellow, white are all objects. Okay, so what does this object will do? Through this object only we can access this attributes and also these methods. Okay, so altogether everything is written under a class. Okay, these attributes and methods are written under this class ball. To access each and everything, we need some objects. Okay, so in simply, what does class means? Class is a blueprint or a design how a ball will be. That is the design, right? It may be a blueprint. So it is a class definition. And what is this object means? Just a reference for that class. Through this reference, we can access the attributes and methods. And for each and every object, we will have different values. I mean, for ball 1, we can have the color as red, and ball 2, we may have the color as blue, and ball 3, we may have the color as yellow, and the same. Every attributes may vary, or it may be similar. That depends upon the value we are given. Okay, what I am trying to say means all the objects are not identical. They may be different. Okay, okay, let's discuss how it will be. Yes, I'm having ball as a class. Yes, the next thing is I may have some color. Does we can directly give here as the color of the ball, or else we can pass the argument from the object creation. I will tell you the two things. Okay, so here I am giving directly, and I'm having only two attributes, only color and price. You can have 2 or 3, whatever you like. Okay, yes, these 2 are attributes of my class ball. And the next is, yes, one more thing I forgot to tell you. Python is a language very strict about indentation. That is how many space you are giving for each and everything. If I am not giving a proper space for that structure, then it will throw some error for you. Okay, if I'm giving something like this, then I'm trying to run, then it will give you some error. Yes, the intended block is not proper. Okay, so we should be conscious about the spaces. Okay, yes. So next is I'm going to give some methods or like some behavior of the ball. Yes, I'm writing only one method here, that is bounce. Yes, inside that I'm just typing ball bouncing, ball bouncing. And one more thing, you can give whatever name here. Okay, it is not specific. You should give like color. I can give like C, or I can give like COL, whatever else. Okay, it is not strict to the name. Yes, this is the structure we have studied. And next thing is we should create some object, right? How we can create object? Yes, ball is my class, right? So we should give the open and close parenthesis. I'll tell you how or why we are giving open and close parenthesis. Before that, I should give some name to the object, right? So B1 is my first object, that is B1. And I should give the equals so that I can call the constructor. Constructor is nothing but like this a function will be, and through that you can assign some values to your variables. Okay, I think you can got my point. For each and every object, the constructor will be called automatically. If here in this coding we didn't wrote any constructor, but by default there will be constructor will be called at the back end. Okay, if you are having any constructor in your coding or not, default constructor will be called for each and every object. Okay, or else we can write constructor also. I'll tell you how to write a constructor. All right. So here we have created one object. Yes. What the next point? We can access each and every variables and also the method from through this object, right? So I am trying to access this bounce first. That is method bounce. Yes. What is this? Yes. Before that, I should give some argument here, that is self, to indicate this belongs to this class. Okay. So now can call int object has no B1. Okay. Right. So it is calling this method bounce. So ball bouncing is called here. Yes. Before that, I will tell you how to write the constructor. Constructor can be returned under this method, that is init method. We can write our constructor. Okay, this how the self will work means, okay, so I have to call only the method. Okay. Sorry, just a, okay. I have written that bounce inside a print, so the none will be printed. No need to call inside a print because we are already having one method that is calling here, right? So using this object name, we can directly call the method. Okay, right. So what is this constructor is? It is nothing but this in it is called a constructor, and inside that we can define our means we can initialize the variables of our class variables. Okay, so indentation is required, so I'm giving space inside this one, so I'm giving self here also. Okay, so we are passing self here, and that self, through the self we are assigning each and every variable here, right? Yes, how the self is working here, actually it is calling like ball dot bounce of B1. Okay, now you just read this line. I'm just commenting this line. Okay, these two lines are similar. Okay, B1 dot bounce or else ball dot bounce of B1 is similar. What I have written here, ball is a class name, right? Through the class name, I'm just accessing this method bounce. Okay, so bounce having some argument self, right? Self is nothing but a reference. We should pass some reference inside the method, right? So I'm passing this object as my reference, B1. Okay, so in short, we are calling the bounce like this, B1 dot bounce. Okay, actually we should not call like this. We should use this format. Okay, I'm just expanding this line and I'm telling you how it is working. Okay, we should not use this one. If you are using, then it will work also. Okay, here it is running, and but we should not use. This is the correct format. Okay, right. I'm deleting this line. Right. Yes. One more thing. This is hash. Single hash is for commenting. Commenting. Okay. It is nothing but the compiler or the interpreter will not read this comments. Okay. This is for our purpose, not for the computer's purpose or else compiler's purpose. Okay. So if I'm having some code like I'm calling method like that, I can wrote for myself. This line is to call a method. For my reference, I can give comment, not for the computer. Okay. Right. Yes. Here we have given one constructor to assign values to the variables, color and price. Yes. Now we can call each and every variable of the class. Print. Here we cannot use self. Instead, we are having B1, right? We can use B1 to call these color and also this price, B1 dot price. So see here, that value is displayed here. So this is the concept of class and object. Yes, this concept is clear for everyone. Could you please comment? Adding in time flow, do we get result? Typecasting. I didn't see screen. Oh my god. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, fine. See, can you comment like, could you understand what is class and what is object? How we are accessing? Is everything clear for everyone? Could you please give whatever you have understand in chat? Is it clear? Whatever I have taught now, is it clear or clumsy or okay? Whatever it is. You people can understand what I'm telling? Do you have any doubts in this class and object? Or is it clear? No response.
They have mentioned it's clear in chat. They have mentioned.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so thank you. Okay, one of you have commented, can we add int and float altogether? Yes, we can add. Yes, I will add one integer and integer and float here, and the result will be float. Okay, normally in mathematics, how you will add, if you are going for a shop and you are purchasing two things, one will be your pen and one will be a notebook. A notebook will cost of 20 rupees and a pen is cost for 5.5 rupees. Okay, then altogether how much you will give? 25.5, right? The same thing here. If you are trying to add integer and a float, then the result will be in the float. Okay. Okay, thank you. Right, and one is commented about the typecasting. And typecasting is nothing but converting a type of data into some other type. That is typecasting. And in some cases, the Python will do the typecasting by itself. Here also, the integer is typecasted to float, and then it is added, and the result will be displayed here. Okay, how it is typecasted? So the integer will be taken as 45.0. Okay, that is added, and the result will be the same like float. Okay, yes, in some cases we can typecast. Here, B is a float, right? So if I am trying to typecast this with, I think, with int of B, also B. Okay. Right? So I am just typecasted this B, I mean float, into an integer. See, the 45 is displayed here. Okay, let me give like B. Maybe you get confused. Like I may print out A, right? Or else we can change the value to 100. Okay. Yes. See, I have converted this float into an integer. So this is typecasting, converting one type of data into another type, that is typecasting. Okay, right. So think, is it clear, right? Someone commented about typecasting. I think Dev, Surya Dev commented about typecasting, right? Is it clear? I think he's not here. Okay, then we proceed with the next one. Yes, we have saw what is a class and what is the object. And next is about encapsulation. Let me discuss this encapsulation at the last. Okay, before that we will go through some other things. We will discuss what is inheritance first of all. So inheritance is, here we have discussed about only one class, right? So inheritance will have more than one class, and they will have some relationship in between uh, two classes or more than one class. So there will be some relationship, that is inheritance. Okay, through that relationship we can derive data. What is the result of the inheritance? We, if you are using some concept, then there should be some positive result from that, right? There should be some cost to use that concept, right? Yes. For, if you are using inheritance, then we can derive data from the parent. Okay, yes, parent is nothing but we are having one class, and yes, I will give us give some example. I'm having one class as animal. Okay, that is my first class, and that is called the parent class. Okay, and another class I'm having, that is dog. Okay, dog, and dog is considered as child class, and it will derive some of the characters from the animal. Yes, so animal will basically have some uh, properties like it will have four legs, it will have some tail, that will be taken from the animal class for the dog, right? So what is the baseline of this inheritance is, we cannot by writing, the baseline is, if you are having animal class, then there will be some properties, and there is no need to repeat all the properties and behaviors again and again in the child class also. We can directly take it from the parent class. That is the baseline of this inheritance. Okay, so there are several inheritances there. Simple or single inheritance. This is multiple inheritance. This is multi-level inheritance, hierarchical and hybrid. Now we are going to discuss about the only two inheritance here, simple and multi-level. So this is the example I have given for you. That is single inheritance. There will be one parent class and one child class. So consider here parent as the animal class and child as the dog class. Okay, and multi-level inheritance. There are three classes. That is, one is parent class, and the next one act as a child for this one, and in the next stage it will act like a parent, sub-parent. Okay, so we will discuss how this is working, right? Yes, for the simple inheritance or a single inheritance, I should have some class that is animal, and I'm having some attribute like legs and legs. Usually animals will have 4 legs, right? So the common properties are given in the animal, and I may have some attributes here. Let me define this in the constructor itself. Definition and init. Self.legs. Okay. That is 4. And I'm having some method here, and the method, each and every animal will eat, right? So that behavior is I'm just defining here, just eat, and I'm printing like animal eats. Okay, right? And these are the 2 things I have defined in my animal class. Yes. Next is about the class dog. Okay. Yes. And in this dog also, I can give some constructor, and inside the constructor, I can give some attributes like dog, what we can give here, some name to the dog, or breed. Okay, we can have breed. Breed it may be German Shepherd. I'm having German Shepherd. Okay, by short, I can give here like this. And it may have some behavior like bark. Each and every dog will bark, right? So I'm defining like bark and dog. Okay, so dog barks. Box. Okay, so I have defined 2 classes. Okay, so here there is no relationship. See, you can notice here I have created one animal class separately. I have created one dog class separately. In between, there is no relationship. Then how we can give relationship to these 2 classes? Through uh, mentioning the name of the base class in the child class. Okay, basically this animal is considered as the base class now, and this dog is considered as child class because I have given the animal as my inherited class. Okay, so now it is a child class. Dog is a child class, animal is a base class. Okay, so in single inheritance or in any inheritance, we should not create object for the base class. Normally what we will do, we will create one class and we will create object for the class, correct? So in the inheritance concept, we should not create object for all the classes. We should create object only to the child class. What is the concept actually, right? Through the base, through the child class, we can access these properties of the uh, animal class, right? That is the baseline of the inheritance. Every type of inheritance, what we will do, what is the concept? We are taking some data or some function from the parent class. So we should not create objects for each and every class. We should create object for this class, and through that object we can access the parent class methods and attributes. Okay, you should remember for the all type of inheritance. Okay, so I have to create object for this dog class. Okay, how we will create object? We should give constructor here, that is name of the class name, and we should give some name, object name here before this equal operator. Okay, so D is my object for the dog class. So through this dog, child, I can access eat, and also I can access the child method also. Okay, see, the eat is also called the parent method, and child method also called here. So this is the concept of inheritance. Okay, so not only method, I can also access this variable also. Say I can print d dot legs here. Okay, as the O put here. Yes. I will tell you why this error came. Before that, we will print the base class, child class object first of all. D dot breathe. Okay, so D dot breathe. Okay, now I can access the child class object, but the problem is why I can't access this base class object. Base class attributes or variable here. So what I have returned, this Lex is written inside a constructor. What this line will do means this line will call child class constructor only. It will not call this parent class constructor. If you want to call the parent class constructor also, then you have to write explicitly where we can call. Actually, in this line, I have told the child class constructor will be called automatically, right? So in the child class constructor, I'm writing like super dot init. So super is the keyword to call parent class. Okay. So yes, now I can print this t dot lex. Okay, now the 4 is displayed here, right? So what this line will do means the super is indicating the interpreter to call the parent class, and what I have given here, I am telling them to call the constructor of the parent class. So this will be called, and after that the lex will be assigned to 4. Then I can print the lex here. Is it clear? Okay. Is this inheritance clear for everyone? In chat box, could you please comment? Is it clear? Ma'am, people are commenting. I couldn't see the comments. In chat box, I couldn't see anyone is chatting.
Yes, ma'am, the comment is very clear.
Oh my God, it's not clear for me. Okay, open one more time. Okay, could you please tell me whether they are telling it is clear?
Yeah, they're telling it's clear.
Okay, fine.
So one more query. So why this keyword using dog class, not animal class?
Which keyword? Super keyword?
So they have just why this keyword used in dog class, not in animal class.
I think they are asking about the super. So super will call only the parent class methods and parent class constructors only. Okay. Super is to access parents, not to the child. Okay. So what this dog will do, actually what we are doing, we are creating object for the child class. So I told you one more thing, right? Whenever you are creating object, then at that time itself, the constructor will be called automatically. So we are creating object for the child class. So here, the child class constructor will be called in this line, right? Actually, we need the parent class constructor to be called because we have written something inside the parent class constructor, right? So how we can call that one? We can call from this constructor only, right? It will be called automatically. So we are writing this super.init in the child class constructor. If we wrote something inside this one, then that is also not called, right? So this will be called automatically. So I am writing something inside this constructor. So super is nothing but to access the parents things, okay, not the child things, right? So only I have written inside the parent constructor, okay. Yes, we can do small modification for the multi-level. What is the multi-level? See here, multi-level is there are 3 classes altogether and each 3 will have some relationship. So take for example, your grandparent as the parent class and your parents as the child class 1 and you are the child for them. Okay, take that as an example, then it is much more clear. Okay, your grandparent as a parent class and your parents as your child class 1 and you are the child for them. Okay, so here I'm treating this animal as the base class and dog as the now it is a child class and it will turn into a sub parent and I might have one more class like puppy. Okay, so dog will have puppies, right? So puppy is my another class. So here I have to inherit this dog here. Okay, in this case it will be changed to a child class and here it is a base class for, I mean base class and parent class are the same. Okay, so base class for this puppy. Okay, now I can define some constructor here for this class. Okay, so it may have like how many puppies? Number of puppies. I may have 3 puppies. Okay, so this is just an example. So no need to follow this type of attributes. We can give anything else. For the puppy names, we can give some color to the puppy, some name for the puppies, and so many things we can give. Okay, it is based upon our requirements and based upon the program. Okay, right. And here also we should call, yes, I will omit this line for this constructor. Okay, let us see whether these things are called or not. Okay, then you can clarify your doubt. I think someone asked about this super, right? Yes, I am just not giving the super dot in this constructor, okay, I'm just defining one more method like puppies will weep, right? It will cry for some time. Most of the time it will cry, right? So I'll write like weep. So I'm giving some puppy. Okay, puppy weeps. Okay, right. So here I'm having puppy as my child class, not the dog. Okay, so I should change the object creation here. Okay, I should not create object for the dog. I should create object for the puppy now. Okay, because it is inherited to another one more level. Now it is multi-level inheritance. In every inheritance, we should create object for the child class. Okay, right. So I'm changing this dog to puppy. So P as my object name, and I'm giving puppy. And we can give D also. No need to change the D. Okay, P means puppy. I'm just easy to recognize. So only I have changed. If you are not changed also, it will not give you any error. You can give any name. Okay, yes, right. Here I should call this weep also, right? If I'm trying to call this D dot weep. Actually, weep will work, but it will display some error because we are printing some attributes here, right? Breed and legs, right? So let us see how it is working. It will show you some error. Okay. Yes, it is showing. Yes. What is it is showing? Puppy object has no attribute breed. What it is telling means I don't understand the breed. What is this breed? I cannot find the breed through this object D. That is the error. Why it cannot identify? Actually, I have inherited dog, right? So after inheriting, it should know what are all the methods and what are all the attributes of the base classes that should be accessed by this puppy, right? But it is showing I cannot access. Why? Then it is given inside the constructor. So each and every time the base class constructor will not be called. Okay, so here we have created object for the child class. So that constructor is called. So it is not initialized. Breed is not initialized. Lex is not initialized. So it is showing I don't know what is breed. Okay. So if I am calling this super dot init. Okay. Int. Okay. So now it can recognize the weep and breathe. I mean, legs and breathe. Okay. So here you may ask like, yes, in this place we have called the constructor, right? Yes, we have called, but which constructor is called? This constructor is called in this line. Okay. The animal class constructor is called in this line. Yes. From this point, we should call this dog constructor also, correct? Because we are having three classes. This is the child class, and we should call two more parent classes constructors, correct? So we are giving this constructor, I mean, dog class constructor here and animal class constructor here. Okay, is it clear? Someone asked about that super, right? Now, is it clear? Ma'am, could you don't mind, please tell me whether they are replying? Huh?
Clear.
Is it clear? Okay, fine. Yes. So this is about the inheritance, and yes, this is polymorphism. Polymorphism having there are four ways to access the polymorphism concept. Basically, what is polymorphism is it resembles the same. What are all resembles the same that is considered under polymorphism. In simple line, I will explain uh, method overloading. That is very easy to understand. First of all, what is polymorphism? Okay, so it is nothing but two more methods will have the same name and same arguments, number of arguments, same type of arguments, and same return type. That is considered as method overloading. Okay, I'll repeat again. Uh, Two more methods having the same name, same number of arguments, and same, it resembles the same, but the work may be just different. I mean, if I'm having one add as my method name, okay, so I'm passing two number of arguments. Number of arguments will be same, but the type of arguments may differ. Okay, that is method overloading. I'm passing two arguments like 5 and 10 for one method. Then one more method I'm having the same name add, and I'm passing 15.7 and 17.2. Then these two methods resemble the same because they are having the same name and same number of arguments, but not the type. Okay, that is called method overloading. But actually, in Python, we cannot directly access this method, or we cannot use this method overloading. In normally Java, C++, we can do method overloading directly. But in Python, it is not possible because it will not allow you to create two more methods having the same name. Then how we can access this method overloading? Using some tricks, we can use this method overloading. I'll tell you how. Okay, so yeah. So I'm having one class. Okay. Actually, there is no need to have some class. I'm having one method that is add, and I'm having two arguments like Q and R. Okay. So I'm returning something like Q plus R. Okay. And I'm just calling this add with some values 3, 5. Okay, so answer is 8. Now I want to add three number of three values. Okay, now how we can do this? Actually, we have wrote some method for two arguments, or I mean two values only. How to add two values, that is done by this add. Okay, now I want to add three numbers using this add. Normally in other programming languages, it will allow you to redefine the method like this, Q, R, and S. It will allow you to write two methods with the same name, Q plus R plus S. Let me run this one. It will not allow you to give like this because what it is telling me is there are two methods. It cannot understand which method I should call. Okay, Right. So normally method overloading is not possible in Python. Then how we can do the method overloading in Python? Okay, I will tell you one more trick. Like, yes, we can pass three variables. Yes, and if I am passing three variables now, Q or yes, I'm changing my add function with three arguments. Now I can pass three values here, right? Okay, yes, it is working. Now, what about the two variables? If I'm passing only two, then whether it is working? No, it is not working because it is asking one more argument. Then what we can give? Okay, here that's the trick is we can give the arguments as none first of all. Okay, so I'm giving all the variables as none. Okay, so none, and I'm checking inside the function. I'm checking whether if q is not equal none and or is not equals none and s is not equals none, then what I should do, I should add three numbers. Okay, if all the three are having some value, then what it means, there are three values passed for this function, correct? Yes, in that case I should return three added number, or else in else if I am passing only two numbers, then what I should do, I should check for the two one. If q is none, q is not equals none, and or not equals none, then what I should do, I should return and q and r. Okay, or else in the last case, if I am passing only one argument to add for this one, then what I should do, uh, I should return whatever passed to me, that is the answer for this add. You got it right. If only one value is passed as asked for the function add, then that will be the result, right? So yes, now shall we check? Yes, it is working for the two arguments. Okay, let us check for the three arguments. Okay, yes, it is working. Yes, now let us give only one argument for this function. Yes, it is working absolutely. Okay, so this through this approach we can use this method overloading. Actually, some people will not comment this Python as object oriented. They will not accept it as an object oriented because it is not satisfying some of the concepts of object oriented. And but I will tell like in Java, when we consider Java, that is not purely object oriented because they are supporting some primitive type of data, and most of the time we will use primitive type of data. That is not primitive type is nothing but it is non-object type, that is normal int and string. I mean not string, int, char, float, etc. Okay, that is primitive type. But in Python, it is purely object. Everything is an object. Normal variable is an object. So most of them are telling through this point, it is an object-oriented programming language. Okay, there is a debate at every point. It is object-oriented or not. Okay, so for that question, I'm just answering. Okay, right. Yes, we have discussed about this method overloading, and there is one more thing, that is duck typing. Yes, I will explain duck typing. Duck typing is nothing but if something is like a duck, something is walking like a duck, something is swimming like a duck, then that is some bird. If you are saying some bird and that is walking like a duck, then it is swimming like a duck, then how will you call that bird? That will be a duck, right? So the concept is called duck typing. Here, apart from the bird, you just consider the object. Okay, here, except that the bird is replaced by the object. If something is acting like a same object, then that is considered under the topic duck typing. Okay, so for example, I'm having one simple example. Like if everyone is having Wi-Fi connection in your home or in your office, correct? So what we will do for Wi-Fi connection, we need some providers, right? So for provider, I am having some class. What are all the providers? There are so many providers in the market, right? So yes, I'm just considering something like Airtel, my provider, and I'm having one method inside the Airtel, that is to connect. What this provider will do, they will do connection, right? If you are asking for connection, they will connect you with their Airtel, correct? So Wi-Fi, Airtel Wi-Fi connection is given. Okay, I'm typing something related to the provider. Okay, Airtel Wi-Fi connection given. Okay, yes, and I will have some class like Wi-Fi. Okay, so in the Wi-Fi, I will, I will have a method like connection. Okay, through this only, I will ask for the connection. Okay, basically to ask Wi-Fi connection, we need providers. That provider is given in the class Airtel. Okay, okay, that is given in the Airtel, and we should call some method to ask the connection right from the provider. So for that, I have defined one class that is Wi-Fi, and inside that I have one method that is connection, and I am passing one argument here that is the reference of the provider. Okay, here what I'm doing is I'm just calling the connect method of the Airtel inside this connection. Okay, through this provider where I am passing as argument, that is from that one, I'm just calling this connect. Okay, so this connect is called here. Okay, now I have to create object and call these methods, correct? So yes, I am giving some object as provider. So for easy reference, I'm giving provider the same name. We can change this name also. Okay. Yes. This is the object for Airtel class. Okay. And I am creating one more object for this Wi-Fi. Okay. That is request. Okay. To understand much more easy, I'm giving some names related to the concept. Okay. So Wi-Fi, I have created an object that is request. Yes, what method I have to call actually? I should call this connection method. Okay, this method will call connect automatically, right? So for that, I should call connection, through which object we can call this connection through request. Okay, that is the object of Wi-Fi class. Request dot connection. Yes, there should be some reference as argument, right? Which is the uh, provider is our argument, right? So provider, I should pass this Airtel's reference provider. Okay, fine. Okay, so if I am running this code, then it is displaying as Airtel Wi-Fi connection given for your home or office, whatever else. Okay, so this is only one class is there. Actually, what I have told you, there are so many providers in the market, right? Yes, I will give some more competitive provider like Geo. Okay, so in the same method will be in class. Okay, now in this case, I want to change my provider to Geo. Then what I have to do? Actually, you just go through these two classes. It resembles the same. Yes, there are two providers. The two providers work will be the same. A mild difference will be there. It will not be a ditto, but there will be a small difference. But it resembles like a same one. That is called duck typing. Okay. So here, what I have to do is I'm just creating object for Geo. That's it. Then my connection will be changed. Here I have to change the print statement. Okay, now I'm running this code. See, my connection is switched to Geo. Okay, you got this concept. Sorry, ma'am, could you please tell me whether they are telling this concept is clear for them?
Yes, ma'am. They're telling clear.
Okay, okay. Yeah, fine. Thank you. Okay, so this is duck typing. And yes, there are 4 more concepts, but we cannot clarify each and every point in this webinar itself. may take too much of time, and I will just shortly tell what is encapsulation and what is abstraction, because I have taken 1 hour of time, I think. Okay, what is encapsulation is, first of all, let me show what is encapsulation here. So encapsulation is restricting some data, okay, and data abstraction is data hiding. That is the difference, most difference between encapsulation and abstraction. Most people think these two are similar, but it is not similar. It is different. I have given a very clear example for you. See, everyone is having phone in your hand, right? Encapsulation is, what is the given term here? It is restricting some data. Okay, so this is hiding some data. Okay, so what it is restricting? Here there are so many things inside the physical port. Okay, yeah, before that, let me explain what is abstraction. Yes, you are switching on your phone and you are having some wallpaper, or how your phone is switched on. First of all, that is, you don't know, right? You will press that button in a long press, and you know that is your phone will switch on or switch off, right? That is the term we know. The process behind that work, it is hidden. That is abstraction. Okay, so in encapsulation, what they will do means, yes, there are so many chips and so many physical parts will be there, but we cannot access each and everything. Okay, so what they will give some settings, and inside the settings we can access some of the properties and we can change some of them, correct? But some of them are restricted for us. They will be given access to only the developers, correct? That is encapsulation. I think you can differentiate these two in a clear manner. I will repeat again. Okay, in encapsulation, what they will do means, some of the data will be not given permission for us. Okay, some will be given for some people only, not for all people. That is the encapsulation. Abstraction is, the work will be done by some process and we don't know how the work will be done. That is abstraction. Okay, so encapsulation basically depends upon the access modifiers, that is private, protected, and public access modifiers. And in Python, there is no word like private and no word like protected, no word like public. Okay, so how they are doing means using some uh, quotes, I mean, to underline, like here. Okay, let me cut this. Which one? Which one? Which one? Yes, it is easy for you to understand. The ball is easy. Okay, see here I'm having only one class and some attributes and some method is here. So here all the variables are public. Okay, so I can access here itself. Okay, so I can access outside the class also and inside the class also. If I'm inheriting this class, then I can access in the child class also. But private variables are not accessible by all the classes, only within the class. Okay, that is private. Protected means we can access that variables in the child class only, not by all the classes. Okay, that is the difference between private, public, and protected. Okay, I will show private only alone and we will move on to the next one. Okay, how we can give private variable means, we should give like 2_ before that variable name. That is considered as private. Okay, let me show you how it will be declared in the object. Okay, dir will show you how it is given. Okay, first of all, I cannot access like this because I have changed this color to private, so I cannot access here. If I am putting this in comment, or okay, I will delete this now. It will show you. See here, the color will be of ball, and I mean color will be of attribute private, so it is cooperated with the class ball. Okay, the other variables are given simply bounds and price. Could you understand like this? Okay. So if I am changing it going to the public, okay, now if I am running this code, you can understand now it is bounce. Okay, no, it is color. Okay, normal color. Okay. So when we give two underscore before the variable, it is considered as a private variable. And if I am trying to access away from this class, uh, so I mean p1 dot underscore color, it will show you, yes, I don't know what this color is. Okay, so yes, I will show you within the class, I can access this color, self dot underscore color. Okay, we have already called this bounds. We have not called. Yes, now we are calling this bounds, and inside the bounds, I am printing the color, private variable. This is accessible. This is accessible, but this line is not accessible. So I am putting this in comment. Already we have gone through some error for uh, writing this line. So I'm putting this in comment and I'm calling this bounds method. Let us see. Yes, it is accessible. It is reading. So what this private means, we can access this method, I mean variable inside the class, not outside the class. And I'll show you one more thing. If I am trying to change the variable name, I told you it is not accessible outside the class. But if I am trying to change this b1 dot colors equals green, it will allow you to change. I will tell you why and how. Okay. Now I am running this one. Yes, it is changed to green, but see here, the class variable is not reflected. The class variable remains the same red. Actually, it is not a class variable, it is instance variable. Okay, these two variables are called instance variables, and the real instance variable is not reflected. It is the same red, but it is changed to green. How and what it is changed? Let us see here. I will put this one in comment, and so that it will work. DIR will work, and I will show you how it is working. Okay, so now it is also working. Yes. See here, there is a attribute called underscore ball underscore color is there. We have already seen this one. Yes, but it is not altered actually. Which one is altered means there is, yes, it is created one more attribute, like a local thing is created for changing the value. That is underscore color is created. Okay, so that is changed here. It is not directly changing the instance variable, it is just changing the local variable. Okay, so only it is allowing you to change. It is, we are not disturbing the private variable actually. That is I'm trying to tell the, okay, right. Yes, if you want to change the original instance variable, that is one thing is there, but we should not use this one. I'll tell you how to change this one. Yes, here what it is given, underscore ball underscore color is there, right? So if we are using directly underscore ball dot underscore color equals green. Now I am putting this one in comments because we don't want this local variable. Yes, I'm deleting that one. Okay. Now if I am printing this bounce, let us see whether it is red or green. Okay, ball is not defined. Okay, this curve. Okay, what is this? Okay, let me change it to print. Scroll green. First of all, let us check whether it is working. No, it is not working. Okay. Okay. B1 ball is there. Disco boy. Okay, actually, we should not use this one. It is a trick to change the private variable that is restricted actually from the Python. The basic rule is we should not change the private variable, or we should not access the private variable away from the class. Okay, so when we are trying to access that private variable away from the class, then it will show you some error. Okay, that is the concept behind the private variables. Okay, and if you are using some protector, then we should give only one underscore before that variable name. That is considered as protector. Okay, yes, this is about the access modifiers, and there are some features of the Python, that is it will act like a functional language and structured language, and also as an object oriented language. Functional is nothing but we are writing everything in a function and we are calling a function, right? Everything is written inside a function. And structured is nothing but it will start from the line number 1 and it will execute till the end. That is structured. It will have some structure to execute. That is structured. Okay. And dynamic type checking we have already seen. While raised hand, which yes. Can we finish in 5 minutes? Yeah, sure. Okay, let me give one sample code. And yes, these are some of the real-time Python where it is working. Yeah, normally in Google, Facebook, Instagram, and every other platform, Python is working. And yes, there are so many interesting modules are there. And if you are in the full course, then we can study each and every module separately, and it will be very interesting to study. So it is one simple modules example. I mean result to show a normal data into a pictorial form. Okay, using matplotlib, we can display a normal data into a pictorial form, and there are frameworks, and through the frameworks we can develop web applications. And the sample code is nothing but I am having the sample code and I will directly show you how it is working. Okay, so I'm having visual code. So in the visual code I'm having okay, it is not there. Okay, so here I just plan to type here. Okay, it's some time constraints are here, so I'm directly showing the code, and it is a code for taking screenshot. Okay, so we have to install some module, and through that module we can get the current screenshot, and this is a program to take screenshot by our program itself. Normally we will have one button in your laptop to take screenshot, right? So through this coding we can take the screenshot. Okay, so where I have stored this screenshot is in the D colon of screenshot. I'm just storing the result. Okay, so I'll show you how this screenshot is. It was in colon. There is a screenshot. Yes, the screenshot is taken here, right? So I'll just opening. Yes, this is the current screenshot, right? So it is showing some time and date, right? So now only we have taken the screenshot, and we can create some shortcut for this one to work the screenshot by our own. Okay. Okay, if you are joining the course, then I will explain each and everything for you. And that's all about this webinar. And do you have any queries? You can proceed.
So participants, if you have any queries, you can ask in the chat box. So I think no No queries. Okay. So thank you, ma'am. It's a wonderful session. It's very informative. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. And how much is my session is interactive for you? I mean, understandable, or did you gain in something knowledgeable? Could you please comment? Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. That's all. Only one person. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. You learned something from this webinar? Have you learned something? Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Actually, it's very glad by seeing this comment. Oops, cons. Yes, ma'am, oops, cons. Thank you so much. Actually, it is a delicate title. Uh, so it may take too much of time to understand because it is 1 hour of time. So I couldn't explain everything inside this one. Okay. So yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay, you can proceed, ma'am.
Guys, now I am sharing the feedback video for one of our students. Kindly watch it. This is just a samples. Due to time constraint, we can't show everything.
Hello, I enrolled with AllPro for training of robotic process automation in the Blue Prism tool. Earlier, I knew the control room part, like management of the queue, running of the process from the scheduler and all, but I didn't knew the part of studio, like how the codes were built or how actually anything is developed and automated. So all pro training with the help of a mentor assigned to me helped me to learn the module step by step, and they were giving the regular tasks and clearing the doubt at the same time. So that helped me to learn Blue Prism from very beginning. Like I started from the zero, and they helped me to reach to a level. And by the help of their training, I also got a job in one of the MNC in the blue as a Blue Prism developer. So I would recommend anyone who is looking for the training in Blue Prism or to learn the tool in automation RPA should go with AllPro. Thank you.
So thanks for watching. And now I am showing you the reviews we got from our students. So this is review from our Selenium student, got placed in MNC with 100% hike. And this is review from our Python student, Mohana. So many students have given review, and she told new to coding related to subject. This class helped me improve my skills development, especially for the future job. And this is just a review from this is a review from our SQLDBA student, and many students have given reviews. And this is the review from our Blue Prism student, Ajay Gupta. I cleared my Blue Prism certification exam. Thanks to everyone for your support. And next is a review from a graphics design student. So completed a graphic designing class with AllPro trainings. It was amazing. I learned so many things, and the trainer way of teaching is wonderful and is a good interaction to the student. And these are all the reviews from our Blue Prism students. And this is a review from our RPA student who is from non-IT. She is new, shifted her job to IT after upskilling herself with AllPro trainings. And this is a review from our SAP student. I really thank you for the wonderful training. I'm so happy to learn a lot of through the online classes. And this is another review from our Blue Prism student. And this is a review from a UiPath student. So he told I have learned UiPath from AllPro trainings. The course content, the trainer is superb. He's very much impressed. And this is a review from our React.js student, completed React.js course. The training was pretty good. And this is review from our data science internship students from Sairam College of Engineering, Chennai. They have completed, they took internship from us in data science. And this is the review from our Sairam College students who took AA internship, artificial internships, intelligence internship. And Azure, this is another review from a student who completed Azure admin course. He told the trainer helped us to understand the topics very well. He's also focused on interview questions by asking the questions repeatedly. The institute helped us to provide right trainer according to the feedback given by us. So there are a lot of reviews. We have feedback from our students. So this is a review from another student who took RPA automation certification course. So these are some of the reviews we got from our students. So now I am sharing you the how students guide. So how we are providing training in our institute, how we are motivating you to get a job. So we are following 5 forces in the teaching methodology. First one is the simple learning methodology. So once you join the course, every day you will have class for 75 minutes in which we have divided the 75 minutes into 6 sessions. So the first session is for 10 minutes. You'll be revising the previous day class sessions. The next session will be for 20 minutes in which the trainer will take that day topics. The next session is for 15 minutes in which the student have to practice in front of the trainer. And in the 4th session, the trainer will take next set of topics for 15 minutes. And another 10 minutes is for practice. And the final session, you will revise the day topics for 5 minutes. This is how we are teaching our students. And the learning pyramid, it identifies the different ways of learning. And so once you reach 90% retention rate, it indicates that the students can teach others. So all our students are trained up to this level. And next is creative explanation. Different learning methods are available nowadays. Nowadays we get everything from internet, but we don't know what to learn and how to choose. So trainers will guide you and clear all your doubts at any time. Next is OneNotes. We are using OneNotes, which we can use as a digital notebook. So class notes will be provided here. And mind map, we use mind map technology to visually organize the informations. And we'll be providing all class notes with the pictures, diagrammatic flow explanations, all training text in a single notebook will be provided. And all your classes will be recorded. All your live classes will be recorded. All class notes and documents will be provided. And the required software will also be installed and it will be provided in a shared drive. So additional bonuses, so once you join AllPro trainings, we'll be arranging for free interview sessions. We'll provide lifelong community support. Job links will be provided. We'll be helping you in resume preparation. And you'll be getting guidance to clear your professional certifications. LinkedIn recommendations is also given. So these are the additional bonuses you will get while joining AllPro trainings. So next one is the interesting session, offer session. So as I mentioned already, we offer 3 types of courses. One is the free masterclass, which you attended today. Another one is the full course, and third one is the flash course. The full course is for 35 to 40 hours. Every day you'll have class for 1 hour or 75 minutes. Classes will be on either Skype or Zoom. And the flash, so it will cover entire knowledge about the technology. And the flash course, it is from for 4 to 10 hours, depending upon the technology. So you'll be getting the basic information about the technology. It will be on the Skype or Zoom. All your classes will be recorded, and you'll be get the recordings also. So as you know, the market price for Python ranges from 25K to 30K for the full course, and the flash course, it will be 10K to 15K. But we won't be offer you that much. So we have a special offer price for you people. So in AllPro, we are charging only 18K for the full course and 2K for the flash course. So full course means it will be covering almost 30 to 40 hours, and then knowledge about the technology will be covered. Flash course will be up for about 10 hours. So AllPro trainings cost is 18K for the full course and 2K for the flash course. And there is a special offer for people who have joined the masterclass today. So those who have joined the Python Quick Learn program today, we have a special offer for you people. So the full course, Python full course fee is 13K, and the flash course fee is just 500 rupees. So please make use of it. So it's a wonderful opportunity for you people. Please make use of it. The full course fees is just 13K, and the flash course fees is just 500 rupees. Okay. So now I am sharing you the feedback form link in the chat box. So those who fill the feedback form will receive their e-certificates. Hope you have received the feedback form link. Kindly respond in the chat box. Have you received a feedback form link in the chat box? Please ensure. Give a reply. I have shared the feedback form link in the chat box. Those who fill the feedback form will receive their e-certificates. Please provide correct mail ID. E-certificates will be sent to the mail ID you mentioned in the feedback form. Okay. So the full course fees is 13K, and flash course fees is 500 rupees. Special bonuses: if you join AllPro trainings, we'll be providing free interview sessions. We'll be helping you in resume preparation. So professional certification clearance guidance will be provided. We'll be providing lifelong community support. LinkedIn recommendation will be provided, and job guidance will be provided till you get a job. So what are special advantages of joining AllPro trainings is all queries. You can clear all queries at any time with the trainer. Training can be taken at your preferred time, weekdays or at weekend, morning or evening, whatever preferred time you can take the trainings. We'll be providing all the recordings of your live classes. Daily class notes and documents will also be shared in the shared drive. So why you need to upskill yourselves? So what changes you will be getting if you upskill yourselves? So normally a fresher can earn 2.5 lakhs per annum. So if you upskill yourselves, then you can earn up to 5 lakhs per annum. Why you need to learn Python? So why you need to learn Python? So is there any good career for Python developers? Surely there is a good career opportunities for the Python developers. So individuals with skills and knowledge can easily find numerous job opportunities. And Python language is used in various computer-based applications such as gaming, web development, and other programs. So there are plenty of opportunities available for Python developers. So if you invest a small amount of money in upskilling yourselves, you can earn a lot. So Python developer salary in India ranges from 1.9 lakhs to 9.3 lakhs per annum. So if you don't have any prior experience, but you have a knowledge of Python, you can easily earn more than 3 lakhs per annum. So upskill yourselves. There are huge amount of layoff happening now. So upskilling yourselves can give you a better opportunity. So I am sharing you my contact number. You can WhatsApp me or call me at this number. For any queries, you can contact us. So once again, I am sharing you the feedback form link. Those who have not filled the feedback form, kindly fill the feedback form. So the course fee is 13K for the full course, and for the flash course, it's just 500 rupees. To enroll yourself, please contact us at this number. I'm sharing the contact number again. Hope this session went well for you people. So upskill yourselves and get a good career opportunity. So thank you all. We can end the session now. Thank you so much for your time.